Scott here, Scotty's Animals. Thank you for watching this video. This is before you buy a guinea pig. Watch this. So I encourage you to please watch this entire video and then watch the companion video, what to expect when you adopt a guinea pig. So, which leads me to my first point. Before you buy a guinea pig or guinea pigs, look in your area and see if there isn't a place where you can adopt them. You would be surprised if you looked at Pet Harbor, Pet Finder. There's various websites where you could put your zip code in and you'll find guinea pigs in your area that are in shelters, in possible rescues, or maybe listed from a private place. And you can also search Craigslist, of course, and who knows, you might be saving a guinea pig from an unknown fate. So I urge you to adopt before you go and shop at a pet store. If for some reason you absolutely must, or you happen to be in a pet store and you see a guinea pig, sometimes they do have them that have been abandoned there or there for whatever reason up for adoption. You can sometimes find guinea pigs up for adoption at your local pet store or at the chain pet stores. So look at that avenue. If whatever reason you find yourself at the pet store and you're gonna buy a guinea pig, you've got to consider these things before you buy a guinea pig. Number one, guinea pigs shouldn't live alone. You should plan on them having a friend, a side-by-side friend, unless you're going to give them lots and lots and lots of attention. I'm talking, all day long attention. They really should have a friend, and even so, there's nothing like the companionship of someone of their own species. So consider that. But that being said, guinea pigs find it's sometimes difficult to pair guinea pigs together. Any two girls usually have about an 80% chance that they'll get along. But with boys, it's about a 20% chance. So you can't just get two boys that are in the same housing at the pet store and expect that they're going to end up living harmoniously for the rest of their life. So that's something to consider. If it's girls that you're buying, you can more than likely get two girls and they won't fight. But if you did see a boy in a pet store and you absolutely must have a boy, I would suggest getting one and then trying to find another one that you can pair with later at a rescue, at a shelter, something like that. Because the likelihood of them end up fighting and causing you a lot of heartache is pretty high if you get two boys from a pet store. Moving on though, all of these problems are exacerbated if you have them housed in a cage that's too small. Behind me I have what's called a CNC cage. That stands for cubes. That's these little grid things that you construct into those organizing cubes. And coroplast. Coroplast is the plastic, corrugated plastic. It's hollow and it is designed just like cardboard, but made of plastic. And then these are simple Linman IKEA tables that you can, I'm sure, find on the internet. So really easy to set up and very inexpensive and very lightweight and easy to clean. And if something is easy to clean and easy to care for, you're more willing to do it, and the benefits and enjoyment are going to far outweigh the chores because they're not difficult. Okay, so that leads me to want to tell you that a minimum of 8 square feet, these pet store cages that they sell are too small. They're great for a carrier, but those cages are too small for them to be living in permanently, and they don't tell you about these because they don't sell them at the pet store, and a lot of people don't even know about them unless they've had guinea pigs themselves and they're plugged into the community. And when you go to a pet store, you are not part of that guinea pig community that's thriving online. It's thriving around rescues in your area. So they won't tell you about food. So when you go there, they're not going to necessarily know the information about proper cage size, proper cages, and they're not going to. Let me just say one more thing about cages. When you have these tiny cages and you reach in to grab your piggy that you're trying to bond with, it scares them. When you have them up on a table and you lead with food, they learn to approach you versus you approach them, and I've got a bunch of videos about that. But what I wanted to say, they don't know about pet store cages. They don't know about cages, and they only have the ones they have in the pet store, and they don't know about diet. Because they don't keep them and they don't have the years of experience like you would find if you went to a dedicated guinea pig rescue or a small animals rescue. And reach out to vets, because they usually know a little bit more than the pet stores, although the rescues sometimes know even more about guinea pigs specifically than the vets, which see a variety of different animals. So you want to make sure that you're giving them 80% Timothy hay. It's very important. That's their staple diet. High quality pellets, and then not too much, but fresh veggies. I'll put a food list right here, but we have one at the Los Angeles Guinea Pig Rescue in our care section. And I brought up a vet, and I want to say that, it's important to reach out to a vet before your piggies get sick. So, and you want to know about signs of illness, all of which can be explained to you if you go to a rescue. But the main signs of illness for your piggies are, that they're very happy and rambunctious and running around, and if you get to know their personalities and then you see that they're not acting like themselves, even just a small change, that can be a sign of a symptom of an illness. And they are prey animals. They sometimes hide their illness, and if you're not getting in there and really getting to know them and interacting with them on a daily basis, then you'll miss those signs, and they'll get much more sicker than they would, and it's a lot harder to treat and a lot harder to recover. So reach out to a vet, to rescues, to people on learn like through videos like this and my other more specific videos. Build an emergency kit. Build an emergency kit. Learn the signs of illness and connect with a vet before anything goes wrong. Okay. So I think now you're ready to get your guinea pigs, but as I say, adopt, don't shop. So continue on to this next video before you buy your guinea pig and learn what to expect when you adopt. And I'll actually be comparing not only explaining what to expect when you adopt, but comparing the experience when you adopt through, like, say, the LA Guinea Pig Rescue versus if you would go to a pet store, the difference in the kind of knowledge you're going to get. So thanks for hanging in with this video, and I really appreciate it. And I'm here making these videos for the guinea pigs, for their well-being, and that's why I've been volunteering for over 6 years at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. Every weekend, I specialize in adoptions, but we do it all there. Sometimes it can get really crazy, and we all step in and try to do it all. So thank you so much. Continue to that next video. I appreciate it. All right. Hey, Billy.